Hello, fellow followers, and welcome back to FanZcene. Am I muted or am I live? Okay.
Yes, you're live.
Okay.
It's time for some physical media.
Yo, yeah.
Well, that's
I don't
cute.
have a echo. But welcome back, everybody, to the Physical Media Show. My computer was running a little bit slow there a minute, so I wasn't sure if I was going or not. But tonight we have a runner clone with us, rookie critic from the Fandom Collective.
Hi there, guys. I'm Runner's clone here. I'm here to make sure that we're doing good today. Yeah.
I sound nothing like that.
I
This is
thought
my
it was a
impression of white
perfect. What do you call it? Impression. Yes.
Well, I still have a better Best Buy, so that's all that matters.
You fuck your Best Buy. Well, let's say hello to some of the people in the chat that's here right now, because I see a couple here that are finally get to watch us live. Phoenix Press. He says, when I saw this show was about physical media, I knew I had to be a part of it. Welcome. Glad you're here. And then Klaus 60 says, a rare opportunity to watch live, usually only in a replay.
Oh, nice.
Glad to have you with us live. I hope you enjoyed the insanity.
Hell yeah, man. Welcome.
And Tim Hayes, welcome, buddy. And Brian Barth. Oh, he says, who's the new guy?
I don't know who you're talking about, sir. I've been here the whole time.
That would be the rookie critic.
This is the guy that
I invited him.
If Runner keeps fucking up, we're going to replace him. This is going to be his replacement. So.
I'm the vein of Tom's existence because I like to, see some movies, but then I don't see most of them, and the ones that I do see, sometimes I don't like them. So,
you know how sometimes in the second or third season they recast a character who just isn't as working as well with the other guys.
I'm the Oliver.
I'm picking on your Runner. You're the Oliver.
Listen, I'm like rookie, but I have slightly better taste than him. If that makes sense.
Outside of your Snyder stuff, I got to agree with that. Yeah.
We shall.
Now we got to pick on the youngins.
As our experience broadens and widens, we shall see if that reigns true.
Yes. And welcome, Bogey.
Just don't go after white broads.
And Tyrell 72, welcome, guys. And you had a fan for your Cobra Kai banner there, Runner. From Phoenix Press.
Yeah.
Cobra Kai.
There's a better view of it if I was actually on my computer. It's like you can see the banner like right in front, but you get to see a little bit of behind the scenes stuff and some of the things I have on the.
I don't care to see your basement, so.
Get it right. It's his parents' basement.
It's parents' basement. That's
Fuck
right.
off.
Basement.
Fuck off, Tom. Asshole.
Brian Barth's got Casablanca and The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nice.
Nice. Runner, you look different with a beard. He's trying to copy me and Tom.
Is that what that is? I thought he had dirt in his face.
Oh, funny. my fucking dad says that shit to me.
Oh, yeah.
It is. I mean, they'll grow in eventually.
It's like it goes gray.
Yeah.
I'm digging it so far, honestly. Like it listen, the camera, it's doing it a disservice. That's all I'm saying. It looks way better.
Sure.
It's the camera's fault.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, uglies to the bone, and there's no change in that. So,
oh Jesus! Gonna give the kid a complex.
I'm sorry, man. I'm just kidding. No, your beard looks good.
Thanks.
CZ8s, I probably have over 100 DVDs and Blu-rays on my shelf right now.
Nice.
All right, we'd like to hear it. If anybody's got less than you, it's the rookie.
I think I have like 7 Blu-rays.
What?
What?
Why are you here?
Hold on. No, I think maybe 13 actually.
That's a little better, but still, you doubled it overnight here.
That's why you're called the rookie critic. Those are rookie numbers, man.
Exactly.
You gotta beef those numbers up.
And luckily, the Blu-rays come with the DVD disc, so.
Well, we'll allow it because you work at Subway.
Yeah,
exactly. You're welcome.
But that's the place where fresh is the taste.
Oh yeah.
If I was to ever go to a Subway, I would love to go to Jeff's Subway so I can get fresh cookies because he looks like he cooks those cookies with care.
He does. All the love.
Or she bakes the cookies, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you, my mom was a manager of Subway for like 20 years, and them cookies never looked as good as what Rookie posts at all.
I know. I look
Yeah,
at his
man.
and I'm like, what the hell's wrong with my Subway? I get them and they're like hard as a rock, overcooked
Oh,
bullshit.
they don't have the you got to get it nice and gold, or or just a little bit under the gold, maybe. They
See, you know how to appreciate cookies.
They need to bring back the old commercials.
I remember when like Rookie would like post like pictures of like the cookies and stuff, and like I think I was around like a senior in high school, and the cookies that they have are always soggy as shit. Like they're not cooked at all.
See, those are the good ones, Runner. See, why is it you get the better shit near you all the time?
You have to drink you have to drink those ones.
Okay,
they,
but
they should fall apart when you pick them up.
They should, but they shouldn't be fucking soggy as shit.
Well, it depends on what you mean by soggy. Are they like soaking them in piss or what? I mean,
no, like
that's what we need. Some physical media cookies,
like
shaped like Blu-rays. That would be awesome with chocolate chips. Nice.
No, like it's more of a liquid almost.
Well, then they're just not cooking.
Yeah, like I said, you just got to drink it then.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Just
by
like raw cookie batter.
Yeah,
Exactly.
ball it up.
All
Just
right,
ball it up.
Do you guys want to talk about any new releases coming before we get into the showcase?
That's your call, my friend.
That's your thing. I know Real Genius is coming out, and
we talked a little bit about that early on 4K.
Is that like the
for
Baby
you.
Geniuses trilogy now or something?
No, that's Rookie. Damn it!
Oh my god,
that's Val Kilmer. It's an '80s classic.
You know what's fun? It was funny. I watched Real Genius for the first time like an hour ago.
It's a good movie, ain't it?
I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than I thought.
I'm telling you, it's probably his best role besides Tombstone. Probably is.
Yeah.
Don't forget Mad Mardigan though too.
Yeah, Mad Mardigan. From Willow. Yeah.
I haven't seen Willow yet.
I mean, you could probably the trifecta. Val Kilmer is Tombstone, Real Genius, Willow. I would probably say that's probably his top 3 roles. But yes, there's Real Genius on 4K. Possibly Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers, and H2O. What's I would say probably will be coming from Scream Factory on 4K.
Are they going to recast him as Michelle Myers?
wait till they're done with this trilogy. They'll probably do that again.
Okay.
Videodrome is coming to 4K from Arrow. Raw Nerve is coming from Culture Shock, which I had never heard of that movie, but that movie looked amazing. It had a great cast.
Movie?
Raw Nerve.
Raw Nerve?
Yeah. It's coming from Culture Shock releasing. It's my type of movie, cult type movie.
Who's in it?
Jan Michael Vincent, Tracy Lords, Sandal. What's her name from Conan, the blonde? How do you say her name? Sandal Bergman or whatever. People you don't know, Runner. People you don't know.
I was just asking to see if there's anyone I did know.
Yeah, it's something you probably wouldn't like. I've heard of raw meat.
I just watched the trailer. I don't think I've ever seen it, but I vaguely kind of remember it.
It looked pretty good. It's for what it is. Have I seen Heat? I have not seen Heat in such a long time, but that is coming out on 4K too. For anybody who wants to get that,
true.
Yes. So I can't really talk about Heat too much because I haven't seen it in probably since it was released. So I don't remember much of it.
I think I saw like clips of it, or I don't know. I may have saw like a little bit of it on cable or something, but I haven't seen the whole movie.
Yeah. But I mean that's about it. That's about it, really. I mean, we covered a lot of it on 4K for you. So, but if you're interested in any of those, there you go. And like I said, if you're interested in your Halloween collection, probably the last 3. Would you say, Tom? I would say probably Resurrection would be thrown in there.
There's a plausibility of that. Yeah, I would think.
I would say that.
I don't know about the Rob Zombie films, but I would think at least the last 3 that they have to go would be a good possibility.
Yeah. But there you have it for upcoming releases. All right. So I guess we'll get started in the showcasing of our picks tonight. Rookie, since you're the rookie, do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure.
I'm interested to see what of your 13 did you bring?
Oh shit! I have a background thing. Yeah,
he's appearing out of nowhere. What kind of fucking wizardry is this?
It's been a while since I've been a guest on something, so I'm like, wait, oh yeah, I have a background thing.
It's fucking crazy wizardry bullshit. He's a witch. Burn him.
What's that?
Okay.
That's totally non-wizard, man.
Oh shit! Dang it, wrong again. All right, now and now it should. Okay, this one's Alien. This one's Alien Planet.
He's only got 14 of these, and he picks Alien Planet.
Well, wasn't I didn't pick one of the Blu-rays. The Blu-rays are ones I don't feel like picking. So. No. I'm picking a movie that I think that most of you people might not have seen.
What the hell? What is Alien Planet? Explain it to us.
So Alien Planet is based off of a book. I forget the author of it, but it basically explores this alien world, and it's like trying to use like astrophysicists and astrobiology and like geology. They formed an alien planet essentially, and like tried to make it where animals like evolve a certain way on that planet, and you kind of explore it. It's kind of fun. They have people like Stephen Hawking, George Lucas, Craig Venter, Machio K. I forget how to pronounce his name. One of the other astrophysicists in it that give their commentary a little bit, and it's like a fun little animation thing. It used to be free on YouTube. I don't think it is anymore, but it's easy to find on Amazon anyway. Usually pretty cheap. And yeah, they have some cool alien designs and environments on there. It's kind of documentary style, but it is one that, if you like sci-fi stuff or alien creatures and stuff, this is a cool one to check out.
According to Brian Barth, you already suck. So
Well, have you seen the movie, Brian? I don't know.
I have not. It looks too educational. It's interesting.
No kidding.
Because it's something that a lot of us wouldn't have. So it's actually a good pick, guys. It's actually a good pick. So
I mean, if you guys are familiar with me, I like space stuff, and I like and sci-fi stuff. I wish that they'd put a little more effort. I wish they'd put more effort into alien creatures, so that they make sense with the environment they're on, and they can be interesting to interact with. But they usually. And they don't all the time in a lot of movies and shows and stuff, but sometimes you get ones that are unique and seem like they're cool. So this would be like a cool planet to see people go on, and it's like, oh, what the fuck is this thing? Oh shit! Seeing those and explore is kind of funny.
It's Discovery shit, according to Brian Barth.
It was a Discovery production, but I wouldn't call it shit, dude. If you actually look into the stuff with it, I don't know, man.
But
you might maybe You excited about the Warner Discovery merger then?
I have no idea. I don't know any details about it, so I have no idea.
Oh, Discovery bought Warner Brothers.
Are they going to make a Megazord? Are they going to make a Megazord in the studio?
No, they're just cleaning house and stuff over the
they're just firing people. Okay.
Yeah, they fired and Sarnoff.
There may be some karate involved. We don't know for sure, though. We can't confirm it.
Yeah,
they should make the forming of it and the fall of their employees into its own little movie. That could be
right. No kidding. No kidding. A movie of like everything just falling apart, and you have Ann Sarnoff going, Toby Emmerich leaving, and then fucking Walter Hamada.
It's a battle royale to see who survives to move on to the merged version of their
Spoiler
company.
alert: David Zaslav wins.
All right.
And at the end, and there's an end credit scene where we get the Nightmare on Elm Street box set from Shout.
That would be nice. It would be nice.
I actually got my phone call that I got, so I'll return in like probably an hour or so.
All right.
Go on.
We'll see. We'll be on in an hour, but yeah.
Are you working or what?
What?
So what are you working or what?
Not at the moment, but
I gotta go make some damn subs.
Yep, I'll see you guys in a bit.
All right, we'll see you in a bit, man.
Yep, cool.
All right, Runner, what do you got for us?
Yeah, what you got, Runner?
All right, so my first pick is a Blu-ray from Arrow. This is a Wes Craven flick. I know Greg isn't a huge fan of this one, but this was technically his first movie.
Wes Craven.
Last House
on the left. It's actually Arrow, not Show.
I said Arrow, right?
No, you said Show.
Did I say Show?
That's all right.
I don't really remember.
I could have sworn I said Arrow.
Now I'm not. It's not that I don't like Last House on the Left. It's his earlier movie, but it's like I said, it's a bit of a rough watch just to get to that ending part when everything goes down. So that's like my.
You're not wrong there. I just remember hearing.
Keep repeating. It's
yeah. You see, right there, right there, Boogie.
It's
You said right in the bottom, Boogie. He said Arrow. Thank you.
Did he? I don't know.
Yes, I did.
Sounded like Show.
Hank VP said I heard Mill Creek, so
I heard Mill Creek.
Well, maybe you should
Let's
stop
go
shouting.
to the replay.
Maybe you should stop shouting, Tom.
You know you make me want to shout.
Kick my heels off and shout. All right, but yeah, it's a good pickup actually.
All right, he did say Arrow. That's all. I'll let him have it this time.
So for someone like him, for his first movie, I think it's a good first movie for someone with a career like his.
I've thought about getting it. But it's not my favorite Wes Craven film. I'm a huge Wes Craven fan. You guys know that. It's just like I said, it's a tough watch, and I don't know how many times I would actually rewatch it just to get to that scene where the revenge happens.
No, the third act is obviously the best part. There's no debate over that.
And like Brian Barr said, got a twist. The final girl's that because she does. A spoiler for anybody hasn't seen it. I mean, yes, it's got that little bit of a twist to it. So Wes Craven was always a little bit ahead of his time.
I mean, it was nice seeing those two chicks naked. That's for sure.
That's always the best part.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where they're all like, take your clothes off.
Yes, would actually cut out material in the movie. Yeah, for that one. But that's
I'm not gonna lie. When those assholes started telling the two girls to take their clothes off in the forest, I thought of you, Greg, and I just imagined.
Why would you be thinking about me when two chicks are getting naked?
No, I just imagine your reaction, like, yay.
Yeah. Runner, that's like if I was your age, 19 years old, and I was seeing two chicks get naked for the first time, I'd be good, yay. I'm
no,
just like, now when I see it, I'm like, that's nice.
No, I could see it being like you're like a little boy and you watch this for the first time and you're like, yay.
Why are you thinking about me as a little boy when you're seeing two naked chicks? I don't get it, man.
I'm not helping you get out of this one.
Well, the way you worded it sounds really.
That's your words, not my words.
No,
it's not wrong.
You twisted it. You twisted it, Greg.
I was thinking the same thing he was.
Greg? He's like, I could just thinking about you when I see two chicks getting naked on screen, and you as a little boy going, "Yay!"
Greg?
Rubbing on my nipples.
Greg, I understand you're trying to be a mastermind, but it ain't working.
But yes, it's a good pick. It's a good pick, though. I mean,
Last House on the Left.
It's a crazy movie. It truly is a crazy movie, and the story behind it is really good too. So, but Tom, what do you have for us for your first pick in there?
Me already?
Yes.
I got to watch this finally.
The Northman. Did you like it?
It was the greatest remake of Conan I've ever seen in my life.
It's a good one. It's a good movie.
It was good. It wasn't too bad. A little slow in some spots, but yeah, no, pretty good.
I've heard good things about it.
I enjoyed the shit out of it.
It's basically Hamlet, same kind of story, but Feels a lot like Conan as far as the story goes. It lifts a lot of the similar beats from that, or the Conan lifted from that, could say the other way around, since this is based on an old Nordic story or whatever. But no, it's a good movie. Really well done. They put a lot of money into it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think wasn't most of the money just because of the cast, really?
I'm sure some of it. It's not like the cast is full of like a bunch of Ben Afflecks or anything, though. I mean, it's the biggest cast member is probably what's her face?
Anya Taylor-Joy?
No.
Nicole Kidman?
Yeah,
Nicole Kidman. Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Well, she hasn't done anything in a while.
No, but I mean, as far as star power, like she's probably the biggest star in the film. Because Willem Dafoe's only in the movie for like 2 seconds.
I mean that's true. He is in it for like 2 seconds, but like Anya Taylor-Joy is like making her way up. Like
she's but I mean
she's arguably she has more popularity than Nicole Kidman right now. Nicole Kidman is not as popular.
I mean, she's coming up, but I don't know.
Popularity maybe, but as far as people who know who she is in comparison, not even close.
And that I mean, if you're gonna view it from that,
I'd argue Bjork is probably. I'd argue that Bjork is probably more famous than Anya Taylor-Joy. I had to look her name up. I couldn't remember who she was, but
Bjork's in it, but she's in it for like 2 minutes, and that's it.
Yeah, but if you say Bjork's in it, people know who the hell she is, though.
I understand that, but she didn't play like. I mean, she plays an important role in it.
I couldn't tell you another movie that Anya Taylor's in offhand, to be honest with you.
Split.
I mean, I know. I have seen her and shit. Okay, yeah, all right.
Split.
Her biggest thing to date was probably
Last Night
Queen's
in Soho.
Gambit.
The New Mutants.
You bring up the New Mutants like that's.
I think you dig it, Greg.
I haven't seen the New Mutants. I just know she's in it.
I've heard good things. Like I've heard it's a cross between like Conan and Hamlet, and all that, and it's violent, bloody, and so
exactly. Bryant Barth, Last Night in Soho. She was good in that.
We're talking the Northman.
I don't fucking care, and she's in both the Northman and Last Night in Soho. So yeah, it makes sense. I think you'd like it, Greg. There's female nudity in it. You'll like it.
What is this to deal with you and me thinking about female nudity?
Motherfucker, you talk about B-rated movies and boobies all the fucking time, and now you're fucking pissed out that I'm pointing it out. It doesn't fucking matter. This whole show, this whole
you got
channel
some kind of fascination.
You
got some kind of fascination there, Runner.
You know what? Here's the thing. You've never shied away from any of that, and now you're like offended as shit when I point it out. I don't fucking get it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I know what I'm talking about. I don't know what you're talking about there. I do know what you're talking about.
I do need to check out the Northman. It's on my list. So I guess I'll go for my next pick of the night here. I guess this will make Runner happy. I don't know. Beach Babes from Beyond. It's a late night classic. There might be some nudity in it. I don't know. It stars Estevez, Swayze, Travolta, Anna Stallone. Also, Burt Ward is in it, and Leanna Quigley. It's a great movie from Full Moon Features right here.
I've never heard of this movie, and you're like, "Oh, Runner might like this one." I'm like,
just not Patrick, Frank, or Sly.
Oh
it's probably Frank and
It's
I thought you were gonna pick
Joey Travolta.
This is actually a skin flick, not a porn. It's a late night booby movie. So I brought it because it was actually going to be my last pick, but he wouldn't shut up about naked chicks. So stars Sylvester Stallone's mother. She's in it. Patrick Swayze's brother, Don Swayze.
Oh, it's not Frank for once.
No, and Joe Estevez. It's what's his name's Martin Sheen's brother.
The lesser brother.
Yes, and Joey Travolta.
It's Martin's brother.
Yeah, it's Martin Sheen's brother, and Joey Travolta is John Travolta's brother. Yes,
Joey's in it.
Yeah.
Listen, Tyrell makes a good point. All you did, Greg, was prove my fucking point. All you did was prove my fucking point. Exposed.
Yeah, you're making it sound like he's like a creeper or something.
Yeah, I mean,
you probably are a creeper.
All of a sudden, I saw two naked ladies, and the first thing I could think of was you, Greg.
You as a little boy, and I was thinking you saying, "Whoa."
How much you'd appreciate them naked boobies?
How much you appreciate them?
You talk about that shit on your channel, Greg. Okay,
I did one video. One
video. Bullshit.
One video, man.
It might have been the title.
This is actually a funny movie. I get this because this is like a 60s beach movie. It's about these 3 alien women who steal one of the girls' dad's like car, like spaceship, and they crash land on Earth, and they meet Earth boys at the beach, and it's like a beach party movie, and then they end up in a wet t-shirt contest, and then eventually they go back home. That's the gist of the story. This is something you would see in late night on USA, on like Up All Night with Rhonda Shear or something like that. And it has Leanna Quigley in it, which is an all-time great 80s queen. So there you have that. And it's just funny because it has all like the siblings and the brothers of and sisters and mothers of like famous celebrities. And Burt Ward, the original Robin, is in it. So that's pretty funny. But yeah, that's Beach Babes from Beyond.
One question though, where are they from?
I don't even remember the name of the planet. I don't know.
Well, I thought the answer was just supposed to be Beyond, but okay.
Oh, Beyond, yeah,
because it's like in the title.
From Beyond. Yeah, actually, I don't even think it says the planet, but yeah, it is from Beyond.
Nah, it was a joke. I was just you're just supposed to.
Yeah, I messed it up. That was just going to be. Yeah, what do you got? That was just going to be for a joke at the last moment, but
did Tom show his pick? Oh yeah,
yeah, it was the Northman. You wouldn't shut up about last night.
The Northman. So I ate a whole bag of fucking donuts.
I barely got to talk about it last week because of my fucking internet. So I did shut up about it technically.
I know. I'm glad you ain't cut out tonight, though.
Yeah. So stop lying, Greg.
About what?
Advertising shit.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're the weird one talking about thinking about other dudes.
You know
when
what?
you're looking at boobs.
You know what? Stop being a hypocrite, okay? You literally talk about that shit. It's not my fault.
Whatever. Hey. What's your pick? What's your pick, man? What is it?
All right, it's a DVD.
Does he?
No.
Haven't seen this movie in a while. But it's pretty funny. I laughed a little more than I thought. And that is Dodgeball.
If you can dodge a wrench.
With Vince Vaughn and Ben Stiller.
That's a good one. You don't.
He
which
just
one
broke his bong. Did you hear that?
I was wondering what that was.
My water bottle, asshole.
Yeah, your water bong. That's what I said.
Yeah, sure. All right, sure. Okay, it's a water bong, everyone. YouTube, don't take this video.
Dad's watching. It's like, it's not a bong, Dad. I swear to God.
Oh, Runner said he's not coming back anymore. I like Dodgeball. I think Dodgeball is a great movie.
No wonder Rookie left. He's like, fuck.
Rookie will now replace me after.
No, that's a good flick.
No, it is a good flick.
Yeah.
I saw this when I was like super young though, actually, and I hadn't seen it in a long time. But I like it. It's good. I found it at a Salvation Army for $2.
Huh. Actually, Brian Barth, that's the original ending to Dodgeball. They lose. Global Gym actually wins in the original ending to Dodgeball. And that's what the whole joke is about when it shows Ben Stiller in the fat suit again in the after credits, where he says, where he talks about it. That's why that joke's in there, because originally they were set to lose.
Yeah. And Ben Stiller's probably the best part of the movie.
So, but yeah, I don't think, I do think it wouldn't have played well if they actually continued with that ending. So, but it's a good one. It's funny.
I've got the Blu-ray that has the unrated version.
I was gonna say, how's the unrated version on that one?
I didn't even know. I don't even
remember the differences, to be honest with you.
I didn't even know there was an unrated.
Yeah, again, it's been so long since I've seen it, I couldn't tell you the difference. I'm sure IMDb has the differences on there.
Probably. What's up, Stephen Luther? Why did they change it? I believe they did do test screenings, and people did not like the fact that they didn't win. I mean, they wanted them to win at the end, so that's why they changed it.
Yeah, and I had no clue Justin Long was in this. Like he was like super young in this though. But did I tell you that my uncle met Vince Vaughn at a wedding? Did I tell you that? Did I tell you that story?
Was he in Wedding Crashers?
No, like this wasn't in a movie. This was like an actual like wedding that they went to. But like my uncle showed me a picture of like him, and he was in a picture with Vince Vaughn. But he was like but Vince Vaughn was like super young, and Vince Vaughn was just like a drunken idiot the whole entire time, is what my uncle told me.
That's cool.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him telling me that, and I was like, yeah, sounds about right.
It's Uncle's Runner's Uncle Owen Wilson.
No, not even close.
Wow.
I've heard that about Vince Vaughn. I have heard that about him. He is based.
Vince Vaughn he was really good as the sergeant in Hacksaw Ridge.
Is Vince Vaughn in Hacksaw Ridge? Oh,
yes.
that's I haven't watched that movie. I haven't watched
the
that's with Mel Gibson's movie with Garfield.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield, yeah. Vince Vaughn is in it, yeah.
I was thinking of the Clint Eastwood movie.
Heartbreak Ridge.
Heartbreak Ridge.
I mean, Vince Vaughn isn't like super known in Hacksaw Ridge, but he's in it.
Yeah, it's cool.
But that's like his one like serious role that I can think that he's in.
Psycho was definitely not serious.
Oh God. Psycho. I mean, whose bright idea was it to make a remake, shot for shot remake exactly of it, and then add in just that one scene? And then, like, when you see Anthony Perkins for the first time, you don't get the impression that he's going to be crazy. Vince Vaughn comes out like he's already got the crazy eyes. Like, yeah, we get it.
To be honest with you, I think either. Here's the thing: is I can't remember if it was Gus Van Sant himself or somebody said this in an interview, but something along the lines that Gus did it so nobody else would ever do it again.
Oh, really?
Which kind of makes sense when you look at it being shot for shot a remake of Hitchcock's version of the film and how badly casted it is. It's almost like, how do you intentionally make a bad remake yet make the same exact fucking movie all over again?
That could make sense. Yeah.
And like that way, because like, you know, now, like if somebody goes up to Universal and goes, I'd like to remake Psycho, they're gonna be like, fuck that noise. Remember what happened last time?
And let's hope it never happens again.
I mean, if that's true, that's like ingenious in a way. Yeah, it's kind of weirdly genius. It was bad at the time it came out, but like I've not watched it since it came out for that fucking reason. It's a horrible fucking movie. And even though it's shot for shot, line for line, the exact same movie, it kind of defeats the purpose of it being a remake. So in its own genius way, whether he meant to intentionally or not, it kind of did solidify that we probably will never get a Psycho remake proper ever again. I mean, we got that Bates Motel or whatever it was show about Norman Bates when he was younger or whatever. But
yeah, that was all right. I mean, it did come from the...
And I think it even led into the Psycho stuff, if I remember correctly. But
yeah, I think it did. I haven't finished the last season on it.
Yeah.
But I watched it up to a certain point. It was good. It was all right. He took one for the team. Yeah. What's The Locust? I've not heard of The Locust. It's pretty good, kind of sad. Welcome, Night Owl. What's The Locust? Is that another Gus Van Sant movie?
Might be. I don't know. Don't know if I know that one.
I haven't seen it.
I know The Swarm or whatever, but I don't know The Locusts.
I have to look into that one. But yeah, I like Dodgeball. Dodgeball is a good movie. It's good.
Dodge a wrench. You can dodge a ball.
It is good. And you know that hot blonde chick in the movie is Ben Stiller's wife.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. She's
in like every one of his movies almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. She made a short cameo in Tropic Thunders. She was the blonde chick in the Simple Jack trailer.
Yeah. Much like Rob Zombie.
I'm not gonna lie. I really wish we got a Simple Jack movie. It would never happen.
It makes my eyes rain.
It makes my eyes rain. On the bright side, he hasn't gone.
You went full retard. Never go full retard.
Yes, she was Marsha Brady too.
Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump. Yeah, he's an idiot, not a retard.
He was a goddamn war hero.
He's a goddamn war hero.
Do you know any war heroes that are retards?
You cannot make
I cannot wait to see that movie in 4K. I got the theatrical cut digitally, but I want to see the unrated. That's one of those few unrated cuts where it's almost not like a completely different movie, but it adds so much to the movie. Like it's 40 minutes or whatever it is.
I only bring up Tropic Thunders because I recently watched the audio commentary with the cast. So fucking good.
Yeah.
It's Ben Stiller, Jack Black, and Robert Downey Jr. literally plays character.
It's freaking hilarious. Yes, Brian Barth. I think they tend to forget that they're actors, so they're acting.
Well, he did say nowadays he couldn't get away with doing it, and rightfully so. So it's like whatever.
Yeah, he's got a point there, but
at the same time, no, I agree with you. Actors should be able to act no matter what.
It doesn't matter what they are.
I mean, I get it. There's certain times, there's certain ways and things that you can't get around. I get it. But
I get that.
You get to a certain point where, especially when it's a character that has a disability, unless there is an actor who can fit that role, who happens to have that disability, the odds are slim of finding somebody who's going to be able to do the job. It's just the way it is. I mean, if there's somebody who's willing to and they can actually do the job, great. But just in general, like chances of getting a quadriplegic person who's going to be able to act and deal with the amount of hours and what you have to deal with on a set, this is not going to probably happen. I'm not saying that somebody who's quadriplegic can't act. I mean, we saw Christopher Reeve do it a couple times,
right?
But, it's just a difficult endeavor.
I guess it really depends on, I guess, your condition and my sister.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, because my sister's autistic, but like she's like, but it's like because for her it's different because she's like she has a lot of like anxiety and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And if she were like to do like actual acting in sets, like it probably wouldn't be comfortable for her, kind of thing. So I know exactly where you're coming from, Tom.
Well, now my kid, he's autistic, but he'd probably be happy with acting and probably decent. There's a lot of actors who I think are autistic.
Oh, that reminds me.
Directors for that matter.
I don't know if I've ever brought it on here. What's the name of it? The Peanut Butter Falcon. Have I ever brought that back on here? Have I ever brought
no, but I know the movie.
I want to see that.
That is a really great movie.
I heard.
And that kid in that who's autistic, he does a fantastic job in that movie.
I heard he was. Yeah, I heard. I mean, I heard him and just Shia LaBeouf was in that too, right?
Yeah, it's definitely one of his better movies.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Shia LaBeouf's not a bad actor. He's just known for being in bad movies. That's why people don't like him.
Right. Well, here's an example. Is I think like the guy that's on Star Trek Discovery who's in a wheelchair is actually in a wheelchair. I'd like to see the individual has to go up to him and say, we have to dump you out of your wheelchair because the ship got flipped around last scene or some shit like that. I mean, how do you really do that?
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword, really.
Yeah,
with how they want to do it.
And what it requires to do things on a set sometimes it's impractical in some cases. Yeah,
it's true.
Anyhow, yeah.
Yeah. What do you got, Tom, for your next?
My turn again? Okay. What do I got here? What do I have? Oh yeah. I'll go with this one next. Surprisingly, I guess I never opened this Blu-ray. I've had the DVD before.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love that movie.
Come out to play. But instead, I got this in the mail.
Oh, the imprint.
And it's got, of course, the theatrical and director's cut in it, which both look to be from the same exact scan. It doesn't look like it's a newer scan or anything like that, but what we do get is what appears to be all of the special features from that version there carried over, plus a bunch of new interviews and stuff like that, which is pretty decent. Pretty nice haul. A lot of Frank Marshall on here. Not kidding. He was one of the producers.
Oh, I didn't know he was one of the producers in it.
Yeah. But no, it's a pretty good film, of course. I mean, if you haven't seen the movie itself, it's a great fucking flick.
It's been a while since I've seen it.
I kind of prefer the theatrical cut. There is no real major difference between the two as far as scene-wise. It's the transitions that are only different, and the director's cut has like this intro that compares it to the original Greek story or whatever that's based on.
The music is fucking incredible, though.
I know. I can't remember if they followed me on Twitter or on Instagram, but they wanted to actually make a TV series with some of the remaining members of the Warriors, the cast, or the guy that it was I can't remember. Maybe I'm thinking about something different. Never mind.
Wait, aren't they all sold out of the imprint for that, Tom?
I think it's sold out, yeah.
Yeah, that I heard Robert Meyer Burnett say that.
How did you get it a couple weeks ago, Dan Blackroyd? I just finally got mine this weekend. I was so pissed that box took forever to get
is in
here.
Australia, so.
Oh, that would be why.
Yes.
I was so mad. I had to get hold of him twice to be like, "Where's my shit? We gave you a tracking number." I'm like, "The son of a bitch don't work. It just says in transit. Don't say where."
That sucks. I hate when that happens, when they just give you that. It's like, I had to get to you eventually.
It's coming by kangaroo.
And but The Warriors is a really great movie. It's been a while since I've seen it, though.
It was a pricey set, but I mean, it doesn't come with any swag or anything, but it definitely has some new special features. Like I said, the movie itself, quality-wise, I didn't compare it to the other one. I didn't even open the other one, but looks-wise, I'm going to assume it's the same scan as before, because I watched a little bit of the director's cut, and then I flipped over to the theatrical cut, and it looked like the same exact scan as the other.
Now, you have a theory that might be coming to King of
It's a plausibility, because the theatrical cut is one that people have been clamoring for. The Warriors is a big video hit. We've gotten the soundtrack here recently, an extended cut of the soundtrack, and that's another way that I can kind of keep up with what's going on out there. Is if we end up getting like the extended La La Land or Entrada or Very Sarabande, or however you say their name, soundtrack on top of, like a theatrical re-release by Fathom and or something or other like that, that generally means they've probably remastered it. Because that's kind of where I had a good feeling we were going to get remastered versions of Friday the 13th, because we started getting the soundtracks all of a sudden. And what I had found out was that they'd found the original stems that had the music on it.
Oh.
Because Henry Manfredini thought they were lost all these years. He didn't know they had them. Oh. And so they had found them, and he's like, "Can I get those?" And he's like, they're like, "Well, we can't give you the originals, but we'll give you a hard drive that has a copy of them all on there." So he did. He got a hard drive with an exact copy of what they have, and he remastered them himself. And he just put out a brand new version of the first film, completely remastered soundtrack. So we know we're getting at least the first 2 or 3 from Paramount this October, I think it is, in 4K.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
So yeah, sometimes you can tell that's kind of where, like, okay, they're obviously messing with, or they found the original stuff and so it's kind of you can kind of backtrack things through and figure out what's got a 4K master. Okay, then the odds of it getting released, pretty good.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
and it's in need of it. I mean, the scan here isn't the worst, but I mean, this is the Warriors was a very early DVD. The director's cut came out in 2005, I believe, originally. Then the Blu-ray came out a couple years after that. So it's due. It's been quite a few years since this movie. And this is the first time we've ever got the theatrical release on Blu-ray. And they did some weird theatrical release of the on DVD a while back. So I don't know if that was just reprints of the old original DVD they released way, way, way back when, which I think is just letterboxed and shit. Or if they actually just re-released it only on DVD for some reason. But I mean, I've had the theatrical cut digitally for a while. So like the last 2 times I've watched it, it's been the theatrical cut. But yeah. So to me, it all looks like it's the same scan and everything. So,
well, I mean, at least it's consistent.
To this point, yes. It's not the word. Like I said, they did a good job on that when they remastered it for the director's cut too. So I mean, it looks decent. Because I even flipped off my Dolby Digital upgrade shit on my Blu-ray player, and it looked pretty good without it. So
nice.
It must be a pretty decent scan, at least for the most part.
Now watch tomorrow. You'll get a big old thing that says "Warriors coming to Kino Lorber 4K."
The only thing I won't gripe then is if like some of these special features don't get carried over to that, because they might be imprint specialty. But that's another thing, is when like Imprint and some of these other companies do these, that's usually where these special features come from. And like that was another thing when we reported on the whole Paramount deal with Kino. They did specify that some of those titles that were coming were going to be some of those imprint titles that we haven't had here in the U.S.
Right.
So the Warriors is possibly going to be one of the Kino 4Ks.
It might qualify, even though it's been released on Blu-ray. It's only been released in this version here.
Got it.
So, yeah, the ultimate director's cut. It's never gotten a theatrical cut release. And all the same special features that are on this are carried over on the same disc on this. The only thing that isn't on the same disc here is the trailer. They moved that over to the other disc for some reason, probably room or whatever reason. But yeah, so the sound is great. It's got a 5.1 mix on it and a 2.0 mix.
Nice. I love when
I think the original version was in mono though, and I don't think they have that track on here.
I love when they actually fix the sound up and it sounds good.
I mean, they did the 5.1 mix for the director's cut, and that's what I mean. The director's cut is almost the same exact movie. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen it or not, but the only thing that's different is just the intro is like this still image comic book looking thing, and then it talks about the original story that the Warriors was based upon.
I don't know which version I watched, honestly.
And then in between each, instead of just basic transitions where, cuts or fades, this version, they actually have like comic book transitions. It'll say like, meanwhile, and it'll have like a border around it, and it'll have like it all comic book.
Oh, that's cool.
Looking, and then it'll, kind of, but it kind of it looks kind of cheesy and cheap.
Oh, it looks like bad.
Yeah, most people.
The idea of it, though.
The idea is cool, and that's kind of what Walter Hill wanted to go with originally, but seeing it in execution, you're just kind of like, this reminds me of the Incredible Hulk. Only cheap.
Oh, that's bad.
Or the Hulk, not the Incredible Hulk. The Hulk.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. The Ang Lee Hulk.
The Ang Lee Hulk. That's kind of what it's like. And I mean, they don't really add anything to it. It doesn't have any new additional scenes or anything. It's just the transitions in between the scenes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it'll have like a meanwhile, like little card and stuff like that on it.
Edgar Wright did that with Scott Pilgrim.
I'm curious with those out here listening right now, which one they prefer, the theatrical or director's cut. But
so the people in the audience, listen, which do you guys prefer, the theatrical cut or director's cut?
Because to me, the theatrical cut just seems to flow better.
I don't know which one I watched.
It's been a while since I've seen it, but
me too.
It tends to be most like with director's cuts and stuff. The theatrical cut tends to still flow a little better. I think it's very rare that the director's cut and
there's only a few exceptions that I can think of, like Lord of the Rings, Aliens,
exactly.
Maybe Dodgeball. I'd have to watch it again.
Yeah.
I think that was in the Foxes when they just decided that every movie had to have an unrated version.
Dan Blackroyd said theatrical.
This is one of those, because the novel is quite different in some respects, but quite the same in others. And I vaguely remember the novel from reading it from when I was younger. Like, they're not called the Warriors in the novel. They got a different name, and I can't remember who they're called. They're the Coney Island something or others. And the Warriors is just like a general name for the gangs.
Right.
And like, they changed the main character's name. I can't remember what it is originally, but they changed it to Cyrus because Cyrus was the name of the character in the original story that the Greek myth or whatever that it's based on. And then they don't have them being all rapey and murdery as they are in the book. Like literally in the book, like, no, it's like almost expected. Like, if like women are in the game, I think they even in the gangs, they like even just expect it to happen. Like, it's just like they gang rape the one chick that follows them. It's almost like if I remember right in the book, it's almost like just a normal thing.
Jeez.
Yeah. And like, yeah, so there's like little bits and pieces like that I know are different. And they don't get set up in the book. In the movie, they make it a little bit more direct. In the book, it's just more or less they got to get from point A to B, and it's the cops and everybody, and the truce is off. Like, that's the whole thing. In the movie, they add the whole thing with the one character actually pinning it on them. That's an addition, because otherwise in the book, the cops just show up. And that's what makes them all scatter. And at that point, the truce is off or whatever, because they feel like somebody called the cops on them or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but like, that's kind of some of the things I remember as far as differences. But you could remake The Warriors, but I wouldn't do it as a movie. I would do it as like a series. Because like you could really dive into the cool gang aspect of it all. Like, set it in the near future, come up with new versions of these gangs. Because, like, you know, the roller skate guys could now be like the Blades. You know, they'd have roller blades and shit like that. And they'd have all that get up and stuff like that. And, you know, you can have like the same kind of idea that they had with those kind of gangs, but like newer versions, a little bit more updated, a little bit more cyberpunk in a way than, and I think it could work. You know, I think you could do it. You could set like the first main story over the first season arc would be the story that the movie is. And then you could kind of go from there as far as like building the hierarchy of each gang trying to maneuver their way to the top, you know, after the whole thing blew up in the first, like, I think you could really build upon it. And I mean, it'd be more of a remake of the movie and not the book, but I think it could work. I don't know. That's just me though.
Yeah, it could be good.
I mean, obviously you have to stick with the main gang being the Warriors and all that kind of stuff. Is there a series of books? I only know there's one book. I don't know about a series.
I don't know.
Because the one book is pretty...
pretty rough.
It is pretty rough, yes. And the funny thing is, I got a funny story about the Warriors. First time I saw it, I didn't see the whole movie. Only saw part of it. Because my teacher at the time had mistaken it for The Outsider.
We're going to watch The Outsiders today.
Anyway, yeah, I'm serious. It was like, I think it was 6th or 7th grade, and it was for some, like, it was near a holiday or whatever, and it was just for the movie or whatever, and the teacher told whatever student it was to go get the movie, and she said The Warriors, and she meant The Outsiders. So we start watching the movie, and we're all like, "Fuck, we're getting to watch the Warriors? What the fuck?" You know, because this was for those who don't know, the Warriors has a history to it that is not, it's not warranted. It's kind of like a U.S. Video Nasty in a way. It got pulled from theaters by Paramount because people were accusing it of amping up gang violence. They did have like 1 or 2 theaters that after the movie, like a couple of gang members had gotten into fights or something like that after seeing the movie, supposedly, or at the theater or something like that. So automatically the movie is causing kids to go to gangs and be gay. It's too violent. It's too violent. It's going to make kids go out and do all these violent things. So they pulled it from theaters when it was actually making money. They're like, what the fuck are you doing? The producers are like, you're crazy. Not only that, it's making more money now than when it first came out. You're like, we can use this. Like, what are you doing? Like, and no, Paramount wasn't taking no fucking chances. They pulled that sumbitch. And I don't even think it came to video until like 82 or 83. So like, it didn't even hit video for a couple of years. So yeah, so like we're sitting here, oh wow. So it had this aura around it because we had never seen, the Warriors, but our parents would never let us watch that.
Yeah.
You know, that was like Clockwork Orange, man. I mean, like, so the movie's starting, and all of a sudden the teacher realizes that this is not the movie she thought it was. And you can tell the embarrassing moment she has, and she stops it, and she's like, "Okay, we're gonna stop now, and we're gonna watch something else," and blah 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 blah. And she ended up pulling out some other educational tape. And she said at the end of the class, she's like, I mistook it for The Outsider, she said. And so we're like, oh, okay. Like, because we couldn't figure it out. We're like, what the fuck was that all about? But like, yeah. I mean, the movie really isn't that bad. It really only has a couple F words and some groping in it. Outside of that, there isn't really any nudity or too much. I mean, the violence is even pretty...
I don't remember any nudity.
Choreographed violence. Yeah. I mean, I loved watching the baseball scene last night with the baseball guys because they're literally standing around like a video game. Like just waiting for them to come to them.
You know what?
Instead of ganging up on the guys.
You know what? I gotta rewatch the Warriors after this show is over.
Me too. It's been a long time since I've seen it myself.
It's tame. It's tame in comparison to the. That's the thing. Is the first time actually, and of course, we managed to see it. I don't know, like a year or two after that fact, because we all, from that point on, we wanted to see it because, like you said, that opening shot, you got the music, the way everybody's coming together, and everything like that. It gets you into it.
The music is fucking great.
And I can't remember how far we got in. It wasn't too far because whenever they say the first F word or whatever.
you know what?
No, when he said the Outsiders. I remember what it was. It wasn't the F word. It was when he goes, what are you going FAG on us?
Turn it off. Turn it off.
She's like, wait a minute.
That's funny.
It's not like we weren't old enough to really watch it anyway. Yeah. I mean, come on.
6th, 7th grade.
You said you were in like 6th, 7th grade because I remember like 7th grade, our teacher made us watch like a little bit of The Outsiders after like we read the book or whatever. But I hadn't seen.
We did eventually get to watch The Outsiders, by the way.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. But we didn't watch the whole damn movie, which kind of sucked.
Happens. What's up, Randall Brad? Welcome, man. Glad to have you here. Yes, I do need to watch Warriors again. I guess I'll go on to me. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. Now the next two movies are actually family-friendly movies, and I actually didn't plan this. It just so happens today is the birthday for both of the stars in this movie and my final movie for the night. This one I'm about to show is complete happenstance as well. Mr. Destiny, starring James Belushi. Movie. Yes, this is such a great movie. James Belushi, Michael Caine, and oh my gosh, I forgot her name. Linda Hamilton, John Lovitz, Hart Bochner. This is a great flick. This takes place on his 35th birthday in the movie. Today is actually James Belushi's 68th birthday. So that just, like I said, it was complete happenstance. But this is such a good movie. I got it from Kino Lorber. You know I love me some Kino Lorber. And after I watched Retroactive, I had to pick this up. This is such a great... It's a very underrated movie. I don't understand why more people have not caught on to this movie. It's such a great movie. Oh, and also forgot what's her name's in it. What's her? She played Thor's mom. Renee Russo. Renee Russo. Yes, Renee Russo is in it. It's a great flick. It's essentially James Belushi when he was in high school. His high school baseball team was at the championship game, and he missed the final pitch of the game and cost him the game. And he feels like his life would have been completely different had he hit the ball out of the park and won the game.
Kind of reversal on It's a Wonderful Life.
Yes, kind of reversal. It's a Wonderful Life. And so, he's an adult now. He's turning 35. He's married to Linda Hamilton, which I also found really funny in this, which I never caught on to it till just when I rewatched it. But Linda Hamilton's name in this movie is Ellen Ripley. And she's also Sarah
that's
Connor.
Right. Yeah, that's right. I forgot all about that. Yeah.
Yes, her name is Ellen Ripley, and I never got that until I just rewatched it just now. So she was Ellen Ripley and Sarah Connor. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so like he marries her, and he lives like this mundane, middle class, normal life, and he meets Michael Caine, and Michael Caine is basically destiny, and he changes his destiny, lets him see what would happen if he actually hit that ball, and the story goes from there.
Yeah.
But it's a really great flick. And
it came out like right after Taking Care of Business, I think, wasn't it?
1990. So, yeah.
Taking Care of Business.
That's a good movie too, which I've been meaning to get that from Kino Lorber.
Yeah, Kino put those both out about the same time. That's what made me think of that. But
Yep. It's a great flick. If you've not seen it, I do recommend it because it's a really good movie. It's funny. It's got a lot of drama. Courtney Cox is also in it. The more I think about it, it's like has all these great people in this movie, and it's just like when he goes to his new life and stuff. It's just how he realizes he just wants his old life back. How great he actually had it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a great movie. It's a feel good movie. So yeah, it's sort of got like a Twilight Zone type feel to it. Sort of
more like Amazing Stories, but yeah.
Yes, like that Steven Spielberg Amblin type thing.
Yeah.
But it's a good one. If you've not seen it, I totally recommend it.
Definitely one of his better ones. Yeah.
Yes, he gives a great performance. Yes, Taking Care of Business. That's just what I said. Like Taking Care of Business and Mr. Destiny was like some really great back-to-back James Belushi hits.
Yeah, he did pretty good for a while there. K9 was right in that era too.
Yeah, and K9 too. But it was good. Like I said, it's such a good movie, and it's just like I couldn't remember all the cast in it when and then like I just like the people that was just in the movie and the way they just it just all worked. It just all clicked together. So, and there's like Michael Caine. I mean, you can't go wrong with Michael Caine. Michael Caine.
And you as big as a tangerine.
Michael Caine. I'm in every Christopher Nolan movie.
That's because he loves him.
I'm the Michaelist Caine of all the Caines.
Runner, though, I honestly think you would dig it. I really do. I think you would dig it. It's not a bad movie. It's like
I'll give it a chance.
It's
more of a dramedy, but yeah.
Yeah, it's more of like a dramedy, but it's really good. It's just been a while since I've seen it, and I bought it and I had to watch it again. It's just such a good movie. Michael Caine equals my cocaine.
My cocaine. My cocaine.
His accent is very subdued in this movie. Like he's trying not to be full Michael Caine in the movie. So like he's tried a little bit of an American accent, but it's not really an American accent. So it works. It's a good movie.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, so that was that one, and then my last one when we get to it, it's it's funny, but
all right, Runner.
Yeah, what do you got, Runner?
All right, so is this technically our last pick unless Rookie gets here?
Technically, if Rookie comes back, hopefully he comes back.
Yeah, hopefully he comes back. He feels like he's taking a little too long, but I don't know. I'll
probably taking that long on purpose.
Yeah, no kidding. No, but this is a collection of 6 movies. I like them all for the most part. The last 2 movies are objectively probably, I don't know about objectively, but they're probably like my favorites of this set. Really, really cool action movies. Greg's probably seen them. I know Tom's only seen the first 2 movies, I think. And that is Mission Impossible.
I've only seen the first 3.
Really?
Yeah.
You haven't seen the other ones?
No. Like I said, I'm not a huge Tom Cruise fan.
I understand that.
Mission Impossible movies is I feel like they just kept going on too long. So that's why I never really got past them.
They get way fucking better after 3.
To be honest with you, I have them. I have up to 5, I think.
Oh, dude.
On Blu-ray, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I've only seen the first 3.
I mean, Rogue Nation's great. That might be my first favorite, but Fallout's fucking great too. Fallout has Henry Cavill in it.
Yeah, I know he's in it. I just haven't watched them. Happens. I mean, they're not bad movies. It's just like
And
I
Mission
like Top Gun. I like All the Right Moves. I liked Days of Thunder. I like Tom Cruise's movies, but I'm not like a huge fan of Tom Cruise. So like I never, and I just like I felt like the Mission Impossible movies were just sequeled out to where I could catch up with them. Really,
I get it. What was I gonna say? I think you'd enjoy them once you watch Protocol is the fourth movie. I think you like that, and you'll be like, oh, I need to see the other ones because Rogue Nation and Fallout are fucking great.
well, I've heard they're really good. So
they are pretty good. And if you want to see Henry Cavill kill Alec Baldwin, Fallout is the right movie for you. that was a well, considering what Alec Baldwin did, it's pretty satisfying that Henry Cavill would do something like that.
Just take him out.
Yeah.
Cocked his guns, his arms.
And you know, Henry Cavill doesn't.
Does the mission become too impossible going through a black hole?
And
I like that.
And you know what? I'm looking forward to the new one coming out next year.
I've not seen the trailer for that one, so I don't know what it looks like.
I didn't see the trailer until I saw Top Gun Maverick and they played it.
Is Henry Cavill coming back in this one, in the new one?
No, he died in the last one.
Oh, well, spoilers. Spoilers, man.
Okay, you want me to tell you another spoiler? He gets half his face burnt off.
It's a spoilers, man. That's just ridiculous.
Okay, Henry Cavill's the bad guy in the last one. It's
Learned
okay.
it. Now I have no reason to watch it. So
no, yeah, you do. I didn't tell you that.
No, you spoiled it. He's a bad guy and he dies. So
everyone knows he was gonna play the bad guy.
I didn't know that.
So
I told you I've only seen up to 3.
The what?
The what?
I don't care if you see. You should have known that anyway.
Why would I know that?
Everyone knows that.
I didn't.
Yeah. Well, that's your own fucking fault.
It's like it's ruined for life. You just ruined it for life for me.
It's fine. You can still watch Rogue Nation. That one's probably my favorite.
Greeting, Cosmic Squirrel and Dragon Master 360. Glad you guys are here with us tonight.
Well, the movies came out a while ago, so
We've been
I
through
can spoil it all I fucking want. If it was a more recent movie, I wouldn't spoil it, but this is not a most recent movie because, like, Fallout came out a while ago. Actually,
it's still fairly new.
Not really.
But
it came out like 5. It came out like 4 or 5 years ago, dude.
Yeah, and
the new one was supposed to come out like I don't know, a few years ago, but COVID happened. So there you go.
It happens. Was that 4K? Was that a box set on 4K?
Yeah, it's a 4K box set. Yes.
Nice. I bet you spent some money on that.
How much did that roll you? Yeah.
Yeah.
How much did I? Oh fuck.
That was all. That's like all 6 of them, ain't it?
I got it on a sale. Yeah, it's all 6. I forgot.
Because I went and bought it like one Black Friday because I got the 5 movies or 4 movies or whatever. I think it's 5.
I get the 5 one.
And it was only like $13, and then like the next month or 2 after that, they ended up bringing out the 4K collection. I'm like, you sons of bitches.
Yeah. That's what happened to me.
Was it Ghost Protocol? That's a good one. That was directed by Brad Bird, who directed The Incredibles.
Yeah, I believe that was his first live action movie.
Was it?
Yeah, I believe that was his first live action movie.
Okay, and J.J. Abrams or Jar Jar Abrams directed the 3rd one. That's probably his only decent movie, honestly. And
he still produced like 2 or 3 of them afterwards.
No, he produced all the rest of them.
No, yeah,
all
the more reason to.
But they're not bad. That's the thing that shocks me. Like the fucking Bad Robot intro comes up on 4, 5, and 6, Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nation, Fallout, but they're actually good for some fucking reason. You know why? I don't think it's so much J.J. Abrams. I think it's Tom Cruise.
I think Tom Cruise has control of that franchise. So
Yeah, he does. I think that's why. Like Bad Robot is just like helping him out from the side, but they're not like the main. Like they don't tweak up any of the stuff. Like if JJ has any bad ideas, I feel like Tom Cruise would like yell at his face like fucking Les Grossman. Because I watched Mission Impossible 3 and I'm just like, this isn't that bad. And yeah, I agree with Hank VP. Tom Cruise keeps JJ in check. I feel like that happened.
Yeah. And by the way, Cosmic Squirrel here says that anyway, he's referring to you, Blaze, about Tom knows why we're laughing.
It no more.
Tom knows why we're laughing about that.
I've had enough. I can't even talk about this fucking franchise. I don't know nothing about it.
And yeah, I agree. Tyrell, he was a good villain in the third one.
Sorry, dude. After that second one, I'm like, fuck this noise. I'm like, I love the first movie too. By the way, I saw it opening night. I'm like, oh, cool, this is much better than I thought.
You didn't like the second one?
No, I fucking hate it.
Really?
If I remember correctly,
I'm like, how is this a sequel to Mission Impossible? Yeah. Was my first thing I said after watching it.
I liked it more than the first one.
If I remember correctly, I think the second movie is considered the worst of the bunch.
Yeah, isn't that the one that's directed by
John Woo?
John Woo, yeah, with all the fucking dubs and slow-mo bullshit, and Tom Cruise looks so weird with that long hair.
Yeah, yeah. If I remember correctly, the fan base doesn't really care for the second movie at all.
Almost everybody I've talked to has been like, just skip over that one again and watch the rest of them. Start with 3.
Yeah,
it's like, I tried doing that, but Netflix's version of it was fucked up.
Like,
I don't know if they fixed it yet, but now that I have it on DVD or Blu-ray, anyway.
I mean, as much as I like the first one, like I agree, the first 2 are like the weakest one of the franchise so far.
Well, I really liked the first one because it tied into the original show, and it makes it more of a sequel to the show and not so much its own thing until like later on.
I haven't seen the show, so I can't speak about that.
Well, and that's the thing is at that time that was before the split, so they actually John Voight plays a character that was in the original show. The actor was supposed to come play the character, but he didn't like how they made him a bad guy, so he decided not to.
Yeah.
No, but I liked Mission Impossible 2.
I don't know. 2 just to me doesn't even feel like the same characters, same universe, same.
It's weird. Anything. The third one, I will say, even though JJ directed it, it does feel like it's back to the universe that the first movie set up. I will say, because I've seen the first 3. That's all I've seen.
Okay, so, you need to watch the rest of them. I think you'd like Protocol, Rogue Nation, and Fallout.
Yeah, like Tyrell says, from 3 on, it's different franchise that continues today. Yeah,
it's different in a good way. I'll say that much.
Oh, look, 2 was shot mostly about 10 minutes from my home, but no homegrown bias can save that movie overall. But what do you got, Tom? What do you for your final pick of the night? Hopefully Rookie comes back. I'd like to see what he had.
If he doesn't come back, I'll show a 4th movie.
All right, well, this one is a new movie, another new one. 2 new movies tonight. Right. This one showed up 2 days early. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have had a chance to watch it.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And it's one of the best, worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
It's Morbin
It's
time.
Morbin time. That's right. Morbius.
I haven't seen that yet.
I even got a pin. I got a pin with it, y'all. It's an M.
It's M for Morbin.
They got this to me early because they're like, get that shit out the warehouse.
We gotta overstock of this. Just send that shit out.
You actually bought that?
Yeah, I guess. No, I'm glad I did. I enjoyed it for all its cheesy B moviness. It's like in the pitch meeting, they're like, okay, we're gonna take Dracula and Dr. Frankenstein and make him a superhero with super batshit crazy powers. That's the movie. It's fucking brilliant. It's basically like, one of those fake movies. When they do fake trailers or, in a movie they're making a movie. It feels like that. It's that movie they're making inside of a movie.
It's like the Ben Stiller action flick trailer that they show in Tropic Thunder for one of his movies.
Yes. This is a full-length version of one of those. It is so on the nose. It is so self-aware, but not aware of how bad it is.
Booty sweat, popping a mass open.
It is insanely badly good.
I've heard people say that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it now because Tom talks about how bad I love me some bad movies. So.
Yeah, the only reason I thought about seeing that in the theater, and then like later on, like as time went on, I just didn't care because it got delayed so fucking much. Because remember, it was supposed to come out around like I think last time it was supposed to come out around like January or some shit.
Yeah, it was
and then it's like, oh, it's coming out April 1st, and it's like, really, you're putting out on April Fool's Day?
I think the thing is they knew they had a turd on their hands, and they kept just trying to like.
They probably
there's a sickness. Just keep pushing it. Just keep pushing it.
Is it because of the good like momentum from Spider-Man No Way Home? Was that why? Probably, right?
The thing is, I heard they erased. It was like the after credit scene. They took out any mention of Spider-Man. So
they deleted.
It's in this Blu-ray.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I guess it was on the video on demand version or something like that.
I was gonna say because I heard they edited it to where.
And I think that re-release version they put in theaters, but no, that's all in there.
But didn't they re-release it for like one day or whatever?
A weekend, like 2 weeks ago or whatever.
They're trying to get it released for a third time now too.
And I think they spent more money on advertising than they actually made. How do I explain this shit?
I need to watch the movie now.
Yeah, you kind of got to just watch it. It's crazy because the basic story is obviously Dr. Morbius has got some debilitating disease, some blood disease, and he figures that the cure is in these bats, and he figures out a cure, but it turns him into a blood-sucking vampire, and he can only live by consuming blood, and of course his claim to fame as a scientist was creating an artificial blood, and it works for a while, but it's starting to wear off, but yeah, the end credit scenes are clearly there to set up the idea that they're going to do a Sinister Six movie in the vein of Suicide Squad, where you're going to have bad guys turn good. Yeah.
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 And it was funny when you and Valiant were talking about it earlier about the Blade stuff. Morbius was actually supposed to be the villain in Blade 2. If you watch the deleted scene, he's actually in the deleted scene of the ending, the alternate ending.
In Blade 2?
At the end of the first Blade, it has an alternate ending when he's coming out of the ground, when him and her coming out.
This movie might just give.
Is that in the 4K? Because I have the first Blade on 4K.
It's one of the deleted.
The second
scenes.
one, I think it is, isn't it? Or it's at the end of the second one, isn't it?
The first movie. The first movie.
Was it the first movie?
Yeah, the original ending when him and her come out of the area where they just killed the blood guy thing. Yeah. There's a guy up in the distance standing on a building, and
I thought that was the Russian though.
No, it's like in the desert area.
That's supposed to be Morbius.
And that's supposed to be Morbius. It's not in the movie. It's
it's
alternate ending.
It's been a while since I watched all that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Only because you mentioned that.
I'm with you on that, Dan Blackroyd.
Yeah.
Exactly. Only because you mentioned the whole Morbius being in the alternate ending of Blade. It makes me wish that we got a Wesley Snipes, Tobey Maguire team up. Blade
this movie takes all the worst shit from every 90s movie you ever saw.
I gotta see just to see how bad it is. I really do.
Isn't there didn't they cut that to shit though?
Yeah, it's cut to shit. I don't know where Andre's saying you can't understand it as well what's going on. I mean, I'm sure there's a longer cut to this, but I'm not sure a longer cut would work. Like as it is now, it's brilliant. It's just fucking batshit crazy brilliant.
It's like you're saying. It's like an accident. You just can't look away. It's just you got to keep watching it.
Don't touch it. Don't change it. Leave it as it is now because it's perfectly bad as it is. Like yeah, it starts out like I said, and then they do this experiment out on a boat because of course it's illegal because they're messing with DNA. And of course, to pay homage to Dracula, he kills everybody on the fucking boat, but her, the nurse chick, their doctor chick, that's he is in love with and helped him. And then, of course, his best friend, who has a similar disease, finds out that he cured himself, but of course, he wants to keep it from his friend because of the bloodlust. And his friend, of course, is like, "Well, I don't give a fuck. You know, I won't it." So he becomes his frenemy, of course. So it's every perfect bad thing in every 90s cliche. It's perfect. And the fucking dialogue is horrible. Fucking horrible.
And I gotta watch it.
And the end is just crazy fucking insane. I almost want to tell you about it. It's so fucking awesome. But like and one of the other best parts is when he realizes, oh, I can just fucking fly for no good fucking reason.
I've seen that scene and it looked really bad when it comes to CGI. But does he actually say it's Morbin time in the movie?
No. No, but like a lot of shit from the trailers is cut out. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember him saying that.
The shot of Michael Keaton saying "What's up, Doc"? Wasn't that cut out?
Yeah, not the stuff that was in the trailers of Michael Keaton is not in the movie. In the movie, they show him
is in the end credit scene.
Is in the end credit scene, and it's two bits mixed together. It's kind of weird. It makes fucking absolutely no sense what's so goddamn ever.
I saw that like I saw like a cam version of the end credit scene on like Twitter, and I'm just like, really? Like that's when Vulture fucking appears?
I just want to see it now.
I mean, I do. It makes no sense.
Craziness.
I do. You know what? Fuck it. You know, whenever I get my paycheck, I might get that movie on 4K.
You might regret it, but I hope you don't.
I'll just rent it.
You know what? I might just watch it some other way. Yeah.
Just to be sure, because it's. I mean, I'm not like lying to you. It's bad.
Listen, I enjoyed the first Venom movie, but some people don't like that.
I like the first.
I enjoyed both of the Venom movies, but this is like a totally different level.
The second one was kind of a disappointment.
See, Venom 1 and 2 are like actual movies.
Oh, that's true.
See, this is not even an actual movie. This is a fucking joke.
Okay.
And we are the punchline. Like that's.
And the thing is, Jared Leto took it so seriously.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody in this movie took it so goddamn seriously. This is some uber fucking serious shit. Like they are giving Oscar level fucking performances in this shit, but they just don't know what the fuck they're doing. That's the problem. And it's like this movie doesn't even know what it's doing half the time. I mean, the ending is just a fucking amazing.
Dude,
I gotta rent it now. See, just to see
I don't know how
Jared Leto at this point is like he's like a curse when it comes to comic book films.
Because I was watching this the other day, Monday, and I'm like, okay, I got like 2 hours. I'm watching the clock. I'm like, I could stop this movie and get 2 hours nap. I'll watch a little bit more. Next thing I know, I've watched the whole fucking movie. And because I couldn't turn away, I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna shut it off now and go take a nap. I'll watch a little bit more. I'll watch a little bit more. Watch a little bit more. Watch a little more. Because it kept sucking me into the stupidity of it all.
Fun?
It was a weird fun. I mean, I was enjoying the stupidity of it all. Like, here's the thing, though. You got to understand, I love bad movies.
Same here.
Oh, there are some bad movies I like, too.
Like, this could replace... This is almost better than Garbage Pail Kids.
Oh, now we're talking.
It might be better than Garbage Pail Kids.
Now we're talking.
As far as the best worst movies ever made. I mean, Garbage Pail Kids is
Troll
in the top 10.
I mean, Troll 2.
Troll's up there, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if we consider The Room is probably the best worst ever, period, hands down.
Yeah.
Like, this is definitely up there. This is in that region.
In
fact, I believe Matt Kadish called it, quote, the Room of superhero movies.
Oh my God. That
Really?
now I definitely got to see it. You got to watch Samurai Cop too. You got to watch Samurai Cop.
It's not like, I mean, okay, it's not like incompetent directing or writing or acting. It's just, how the fuck did this movie get made kind of shit? Like, like this actually went through several people before anybody just decided, fuck it.
Let's put it out there. Who gives a shit?
I know why Jared Leto lives on an island, I guess. I mean, I know why now. I mean, he must not watch any other movies. I don't know.
He's too busy being a cult leader. He just takes whatever they give him.
Jared Leto.
I mean, even the cops are, I mean, they have the most atrocious. Okay, here's a prime example of the dialogue. Okay. You have a scene where right after Jared Leto kills all those people on that boat. And he's like, you know, those guys, you know, they were thugs for hire. But what if I kill somebody who actually means something or something along those lines? And then later on, I shit you not, the fucking cops that have been following through the whole goddamn movie, they go, those guys on the boat, that was one thing. They were thugs. We can look past that. I'm like, in what fucking world is murder something you could just look past? And not only that, it was fucking mass murder. Motherfucker killed a whole tanker full of fucking people.
We can look past
not
that.
just
They
one
were
or
just
two.
thugs, man.
The whole crew.
They're the bad guys.
Fucking one. I'm talking about like professional. What's his face? Everyone. Like nobody survives but her. The only reason she survived is because her ass got knocked out when he busts out the fucking tank.
Morbid time.
It's morbid time, and of course they have to have it to where, you know, these guys are assholes to her at first, just so you root for him to kill these guys.
Yeah.
Right, you know,
Hey,
even though
lady.
they're the ones that hired him. Not only is it that he murdered them, they are the ones that fucking hired them. So he's killing his own employees, technically, that he hired illegally.
This sounds so insane. It legitimately is just insane.
This is real in the movie.
I know.
And the cops are like, yeah, we can look past that, but it's like, there's a but?
What? We can't look past him.
This other person that gets killed, but that's the whole other thing. I'm not going to give that away too, but it's like, are you fucking insane? A cop says this?
I like it.
What
this
fucking
movie might
world
be
does this
good for
work?
Amy
You've literally
Pascal.
got him dead to rights for the mass murder of, I don't know, 24 people. And you're trying to look to pin one murder on him at this point. You technically don't have him at the scene, but you're pretty sure it was him, considering it was a person killed in the exact same fucking way as all the other people on the ship. But you're gonna have to let him go because you ain't got him for this one. It was some of the dumbest no, they actually get him, but no, it's like, and then he just escapes from prison anyway, like 10 seconds later. It is the dumbest. It's like, why even have the cops catch him? Like, it is fucking pointless at this, but that's the movie. It wouldn't be better any other fucking way. Like, and that leads right to the climax too, which is even better. So, like, again, I love this movie.
It does sound like a 90s superhero
I
film.
fucking love this movie. I do. With every inch of me, this is definitely now in the top 10 of the best, worst movies of all time. It is up there. I mean, there's OSHA violations like a motherfucker in this movie.
I want to see this movie now.
And, like, I mean, even chances right off the bat, you know this movie's off to a good start. When we go into this Batcave thing, and the one fucking guy's like, don't turn it on until I get out of the way, and the fucker just turns it on, and it's like, dude, all those fuckers could die. Like, you're barely on this cliff, and you've got hundreds of bats flying. Like, this guy's a prick.
See, that's the problem, is making these superhero movies about Spider-Man villains. they're villains, and they're trying to figure out a way to keep them villains, but also hero at the same time.
Well, and they try. That's the other problem they have, right? Like you have them trying to paint him as sympathetic, but it's like it's a generic sympathetic through the simple fact that he has a disability. He's still a very jerk. A very big jerk in all other respect. He's a complete. Even when he's a kid, he's a complete asshole. Through the whole fucking thing, like you take Doctor Strange, but take away all the charm.
Oh man,
that's what he's just a complete dick. And then he puts almost everybody at fucking risk. He puts this chick at risk. I don't know how many fucking times. But I tell you, it's all comes to an ultimate conclusion that is amazing, and I can't recommend it enough for someone like you, Greg. This is one of those movies where you're just going to be like, yes, this is what I've been waiting for. Some of the worst fucking filmmaking, because it's so bad, it's good. It is better than Troll. It is probably better than Garbage Pail Kids.
I gotta watch it.
It's probably even better than Howard the Duck.
Oh.
But see, Howard the Duck has a weird kind of thing. Howard the Duck went from being a good bad movie to a bad good movie in a weird way. Like some people now accept that as for what it is, But yeah. So that's my final pick of the night, kids. Morbius. It's nice. Morbid time.
It's morbid time. I definitely gotta watch it now.
Yeah. I might watch it in a few days. I don't know.
There's plenty of surprises I didn't even tell you guys about.
I gotta watch it. But before we go on,
we can overlook that.
It's just the fact that they could overlook a massacre on a boat. But this dude just here, this
ton of fuckers too. Like,
you know what? I might get that movie on like a Black Friday or something.
That's probably a best deal for it.
I'm surprised it hasn't already been discounted. So,
like, honestly, you want to know the truth of why I ordered it?
It probably will.
Why? Why'd you order it?
I ordered it because, shit, I'm trying to remember. There was something else that I had pre-ordered. And let me see what it was. And I needed to spend like a few more bucks to get the free shipping from Best Buy.
Oh, so you just
I threw it in there because it was another pre-order. So I was like, "Fuck it."
I'll just get it.
That was Walmart. I'm looking on the wrong thing here, and I don't regret it. No, I think it was the one I got with prom night actually.
No, and you missed out on that sale on that.
Well, I spent like an extra $3 or $4 on prom night. So I was like,
but you got Morbius in return.
But I got Morbius in the trade. So
there you go.
Let me see here. Okay, yeah, let me double check because I think that's what it was. Because that was like the last thing I got from Walmart. Oh no, it was everything in everywhere all at once. So I was pre-ordering their steelbook of that.
Oh, okay.
And I needed to spend like a couple more bucks. So it was like $27, and it needs to be $35 to get free shipping through Walmart. So I just ordered Morbius too at the same time since it came out close. It doesn't matter if they come out at the same time or not, as long as the order itself's over $35. But anyway, moving on.
Anyway, yeah. And Brett Barth, John Belushi was the best. Jim Belushi did really great stuff. He just never caught on like his brother though, but he did really great stuff. That's all I gotta say about that. There.
Yeah, they didn't have the same presence.
Yeah.
John was a force to be reckoned with. Mm-hmm. Jim was good as the guy playing the neighbor's dad, but since he was his brother's brother, he got lucky.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. I mean, can he really carry a film? That's debatable. I mean, his best films are usually when he's co-starring with a very strong co-star.
Yeah.
Especially a dog.
Or Mr. Destiny with Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. Or like in Taking Care of Business with Charles Grodin, for instance. Right. Charles Grodin playing his straight man to him, and that's fucking...
He does the everyman...
Well, Charles Grodin he steals that movie.
He does.
He totally steels that movie.
He does.
And let's not forget that it's kind of a ripoff of Trading Places, but yeah.
Pretty much. Michael Keaton is Tom, you'd have to answer that one. I don't know.
In the end of the film. Only in the end of the film, only in this post credits they cut out They even cut out they still have him say, "I'm Venom," or whatever, but they cut out the part where he's like, "I'm just kidding, I'm Michael Morbius," which makes more sense because in the movie, why would he tell these fuckers who he really is if we see the scene in context?
Right.
But yeah, so like in this version, he just says, "I'm Venom," and they run away. So like there's that. There's that. Otherwise, they cut out the bit where he's walking down. They still have the scene where he's walking down the alley, but they cut the shot out where I have Spider-Man on the wall.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
And they cut out all the stuff in the movie itself, other than the Daily Bugle. Otherwise, that would reference anything else. So it's very, very minimal unless I missed it. It's those 2 or 3 things, and that's it. And then, of course, at the end, if you haven't seen the thing, I mean, it's pretty obvious. He shows up. Michael Keaton does out of nowhere. And he, for some unforeseen fucking reason, has his costume with him after the fact.
Yeah, how does costume get there?
Okay, do you guys want me to just spoil that part for you? I won't spoil the Morbius ending because that has very little or nothing to do with this.
Okay, I really don't care.
Okay, so what happens is after the credits start, all of a sudden you get a shot of an empty jail cell. And you get a little thing happening, kind of like a rip. Or no, you see the rip in the sky, that's right. And then it goes to this jail cell, and then you get a whoop, whoop, whoop. And then here's Michael Keaton all of a sudden in this jail cell. He's like, well, that was weird. Or something like that. And then all of a sudden you jump to a news report, and it's like this man named Andre Toombs just showed up mysteriously. Toombs showed up mysteriously in a vacant jail cell. And since there's no record of him having a jail, even though there's probably no record of him, period, they don't mention that part. They just say that he doesn't have a record. So they just set him free. And then all of a sudden it cuts to night. Michael Morbius rolls up in this fucking fancy car, steps out of the car, just stands there. All of a sudden, here comes the Vulture flying in. So somehow he got his equipment in this universe.
It's weird.
Out of nowhere somehow. Or he rebuilt it really quick. I don't know. And so he flies up to him and he's like, I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm sure it has something to do with Spider-Man. You want to team up and do some good? That's it. That's all it is. And he's like, yeah. It's like, this is the dumbest shit ever.
From what I've heard is that they didn't even run that past Kevin Feige.
It's fucking stupid as fuck.
Wait a minute. So Morbius takes place in the MCU.
Somewhere
Feige, no.
In the MCU. Well, it was always supposed to kind of take place adjacent to, and that's kind of where in Far From Home or No Way Home they kind of set it up that Morbius was technically from another universe, or not Morbius, but Venom was technically from another universe. But they set it up in this universe that Morbius is from the same universe as Venom, but there's there has to be another Spider-Man in his universe, obviously, right? Like that's the whole point. Is for any of these people to have come through, they have to have known Peter Parker was Spider-Man.
That's why I feel like there's a slightly different cut of this movie. I feel like it might have like
way different cut.
No, because like I feel like in the other cut, I feel like it would like go more in line with like No Way Home and stuff and what Sony and Marvel were doing with that.
I don't know about that part, but
okay.
I mean, the ending is just fucking tagged on, and it feels really stupid.
It would make
it's clearly they're going to set up a Sinister Six more in the lines of like Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
That's stupid, though.
Sony's been wanting to do a Sinister Six movie since Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, I know, but here's the thing: if you're gonna do a Sinister Six, you got to actually make them bad guys. Like you can't.
Nah.
If you make them good guys, like the Suicide Squad is not the Sinister Six at all. Like the
problem with that is no matter how you do it, unless you're gonna do something like Joker, which was more dead serious. You run into this issue that no matter who you have in your movie, eventually you're going to have to find a way for your audience to kind of relate to and or empathize with them or sympathize with them.
Joker was like technically like its own thing. Like it was.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's
accurate.
That's kind of like an outlier, right? Like there's not too many bad guys where you can actually do a story like that. Harley Quinn is probably one of the only other exceptions because she's so much like Joker.
Yeah.
Right.
Now we're getting a musical.
Yeah, I mean, could you imagine how fucking boring a Lex Luthor movie would be?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
The only other villain in the Marvel universe that I can think of that might have a decent enough arc as a quasi villain still would be Doctor Doom.
I was thinking the same.
Doctor Doom could hold his own movie.
Otherwise, maybe Magneto, but that didn't even happen because they went and tried that and it ended up turning into First Class.
Right.
Yeah, and First Class was fucking great though.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, First Class started out as that Magneto movie we never got. We actually got it. It was just
First Class.
You know what? And it was a good one. Like that was a good Magneto movie, honestly.
Bryant, they're just trying to set up that Sinister Six movie, which again I stress to people: don't expect it to be like a regular Sinister Six. It's going to be like the Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
where you have a bunch of anti-heroes.
Listen, they kind of wasted most of the Sinister Six and No Way Home.
Well, in the way they present Morbius in this, you can't have him go bad. Like, the worst that he's done is in the beginning of the movie, and he spends the rest of the movie trying to do good.
Well, Morbius
that's the problem.
Morbius isn't even part of the Sinister Six in the comic.
Well, he probably will be now. I know that, but I mean,
I know he will be, but like the normal like slate would have been like, I think it like Vulture, Electro, Sandman.
I think the thing is,
Rhino.
I think they were going to jump off the idea that technically Doc Ock got cured, so then he might be another member of it, and they'll probably have Alfred Molina come back, as that was their initial plan, probably.
Yeah.
And I don't know what they would have gone with beyond that. Obviously, Venom, clearly. So there's 4. And I don't know who the other 2 would end up being, but maybe Sandman, because he's quasi good already.
Sandman. What about Rhino? What about Rhino? I don't know. That'd be fucking hilarious if they got the Russian guy back.
Well, they are making a Kraven movie, so Kraven could be one of them. So.
Yeah, Kraven.
Is Kraven anti-hero enough?
Yeah, he's anti-hero enough. Because he's not
and
really
Kraven was supposed to be set up in No Come Home, so.
Yeah, he's not like really a bad guy. He just
I remember watching a video of like the leaks for the third Tom Holland movie, and what was it? Kraven was supposed to be the villain, but then they changed it with the whole nostalgia.
Well, not just that, they actually supposedly filmed a sequence in the courtroom scene with Kraven because they casted him as Aaron Taylor Johnson got the role, which kind of everybody was scratching their heads about outside of the multiverse thing because he already played Quicksilver.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I know.
In the MCU. So like we're like, okay, well then maybe that was something Sony was trying to force and then Feige nixed that at the last minute, and that would also make sense that they went and did that Adrian Toomes scene without his permission.
I mean,
yeah.
I find it, I mean, listen, Aaron Taylor Johnson's a good actor and all, but like I never would I have thought he'd be fucking Kraven the Hunter.
I think they should have went, honestly, and I don't know if this is going to be an unpopular opinion or not. I think they should have went with their initial idea, which was going to make him a Wakandan descendant.
Oh.
It
could have worked.
Kraven?
Yeah.
What wasn't he supposed to be the villain of the first one, but then they changed it to Killmonger and Sony?
No, he was going to be in I think he was in an earlier draft of the Spider-Man 3, and he was going to be from Wakanda.
Well, I know,
which would give him why he would get some of his technology and all that shit. But yeah,
I know that, but like, wasn't Kraven in the cards for the first Black Panther movie? Is what I was saying.
I don't know. I think they were going to set him up there. Maybe
that's what I've heard.
Because he was in talks for a while to be in the third Spider-Man movie, if I remember correctly. I have to go back and check our reporting,
but Black Cat's not a villain, by the way. She's a anti-hero.
Because we have to remember, this version of Spider-Man 3 that we got of No Way Home is not the original idea that they were going with.
No, it wasn't.
And they all came together at the last minute because they had Michael Keaton in talks for The Flash, and that's why it all came together the way it did.
They better be glad on that part.
Well, at this point, it's 2 years before we ever see it.
Oh my God, I don't know what they're going to do with that. I just don't know what they're going to do with that.
I want to see it just to see how bad it's going to be.
It's not going to be a Morbius, that's for sure.
Well, no, it'll be its own kind of bad, I feel like.
Off topic, but on topic with Michael Keaton. Was it last week on here we were talking about Johnny Dangerously, or was it somewhere else I was talking about that?
It wasn't here, but we've talked about it before.
Okay, well, it's on sale right now on Amazon, by the way.
Is it the DVD?
Because it's only available on DVD.
Yeah. I'll have to get that.
Available for $4.99 right now, and it's part of a buy three get it for the price of 2 sale right now too.
Nice. So. Yeah, Amazon's having a heck of a sale right now, actually.
Yeah.
So
and there's some good shit in there. You can get Godzilla vs. Kong for $12.99. Nice. Plus, it's in part of the sale. So is Dune in 4K. Nice. I picked that up even though I got the 4K of or 3D of Dune. I picked up the 4K just because it's so cheap. Yeah. I got Top Gun in there on 4K for like $14.99.
Oh, that's a good deal.
Get Shorty, the newer collector's edition from Shout Select.
Is
on there. You better get that one soon. There's only 5
Yeah,
left
I gotta get that. I love Get Shorty. I don't like the second
that one's $19.99,
awesome.
But if you get it with the sale, it's pretty. That's what I'm saying. It's worth.
Yeah.
See now, like they also have Prince's new live collection that just came out. It's not cheap, but since I got it through the sale, I think I got it for like $37 basically when you round it down after the discount. In fact, they actually have. I just got this right here, actually, so I might as well show it off.
Actually, The Outsiders, I think, is a part of that with the discount too.
It might be on there. I know there was quite a few 4Ks, but I already had a bunch of them. So
yeah.
So yeah, if you're somebody who's just building your 4K collection, you might want to check it out. But they also have this on there, but it's not as cheap as what I got it for. But it's part of the sale right now. And that's this big Elton John 4-disc set from Madman Across the Water. I know we don't usually get into these too much.
It's not bad. That's pretty cool though.
This is the one with Tiny Dancer on it, though. So yeah,
hold close, young Tony Danza.
Tony Danza, yes.
Every time I hear Tiny Danza, I always think that. It's like Tony Danza.
Hey,
I don't know why I just
Samantha.
Breitbart wants to know what the original idea for No Way Home
I don't know. I think it had more to
do.
do with Kraven the Hunter, and I think was the original idea was to have him from Wakanda. I can't remember the actor they had in talks or whatever to play him, but yeah. But yeah, there's a bunch of 4K titles on there.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
I picked up another one that was a Kino title I'd never heard of before called Without Warning. It's got Jack Palance and Martin Landau in it. It's about an alien.
That. Yeah.
Yeah. That one's $14.99.
That's in my list.
Now, here's the thing. All these are like 50% off, first of all. They're already on sale.
Yeah.
And then you get the buy 2 get for the price of 3, or buy 3 for the price of 2, or whatever it is. Basically, it's supposed to be buy 2 get 1 free, but it all depends on the prices of what you get.
Yeah.
Spider-Man No Come Home is in this sale. The Jurassic Park box set, 4K box set for the first, I think it's 5 movies is in here.
You might want to hold off on that one. There's the new one's coming soon now.
Yeah, that's true. But for $42.99, that's a hell of a deal. Plus,
yeah,
if you buy it.
Did you see the new one, Tom?
Yeah, I didn't hate it. It was better than the last one.
Oh, I totally fucking agree. Like, I had a good time, but
there's some issues. But
yeah, it's not a great movie.
The main issues I had with it are the shit that's carried over from the last film, and it's mainly that one character.
Me too. The cloning shit. Yeah.
Yeah. But otherwise, the dinosaur stuff was better in this film. We got to see some of the shit I've been hoping for, but yeah.
Goldblum and Pratt were probably the best parts of the movie to me.
Yeah, I liked Alan Grant in it too, but
oh yeah, Sam Neill was great in it too.
I don't know what it is. What's her face? Laura Dern. I swear she gets to be a worse actress every year. Like,
ever since The Last Jedi, she's gotten worse.
Well, no, even way before that, it's just like she's gone downhill. Like I don't know what it is. She's just unconvincing as an actress.
I remember the first time I saw The Last Jedi, I didn't even know it was Laura Dern.
There's a bunch of Beatles albums on sale too, by the way. Like a bunch of records too. Any music fans?
I like the Eagles. Is there any of the Eagles on sale?
I don't remember if I saw any Eagles or Glenn Frey, but they did have like ZZ Top.
Oh,
they had their almost complete album collection. Matrix Revolutions is on here.
Oh God, not that fucking movie. That movie is horrible.
Is this a Rush album I really like? That one's
Rush, yeah. Today's Tom Sawyer, means pride.
Yeah, it's got moving pictures and Tom Sawyer. Time stands still. Okay, yeah, maybe I don't know. That one's a little pricey.
Let's do my last pick real quick, and then we can.
Yeah. Sorry,
I just wanted. It's nothing special here. I just wanted to bring this along. Like I said, this was another happenstance. The star of this movie it's his birthday today too, but he has passed away, and that would be Ernest Goes to Camp. And this happens to be a Mill Creek double feature with Camp Nowhere. So there's that.
Is it all on one disc?
Yes, sadly, it's Mill Creek.
I got the single disc version of Ernest Goes to Camp.
Yeah, so it's not that bad of a transfer on there, but it's Mill Creek, so
yeah, it's not the worst.
It's not the worst.
Our good friends at Mill Creek.
Yeah,
our good friends at Mill Creek.
I'm telling you, Mill Creek, if you ever listen, to send us some stuff. I tell you what, maybe we'll help you. But yeah, I watched that. I haven't seen Ernest Goes to Camp in a long time, and I watched that the other night, and it's just a fun movie. But yeah, that was my last pick. The Ernest films are great. Ernest Goes to Camp, Ernest Goes to Jail, and Ernest Scared Stupid, and Ernest Saves Christmas. 4 best Ernest movies. So that's what I say. Get some Mill Creek merch. But yeah,
well, we got King Ralph coming from Mill Creek pretty soon.
Yeah, King Ralph and Hearts and Souls. So I'm looking for
Hearts
that.
and Souls.
It's going to be crap, but I want it. So
they got their fancy new website
I will take credit that we did that. We caused them to do that.
That's right.
But yeah, if you've never seen Ernest Goes to Camp, check it out. It's a great, fun 80s camp movie. They do a lot of stuff in that you probably couldn't get away with today in movies. So it's fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, they just released Pure Luck as well. Yeah.
Oh yeah, with also with the other Martin Short movie with Annette O'Toole.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been wanting to get Ernest upgrade my DVD of Ernest Scared Stupid because I never got the Blu-ray, and man, that movie is outrageously priced. It's ridiculous.
I got lucky and got it way back when. Yeah.
I know I didn't get it, but I got the DVD, and I'm like, fucking, I wish I
might even got lucky, and I think I found it at a pawn shop.
That's what I need to do. I need to go to a pawn shop and look for that.
Like dirt cheap too.
Yeah.
I'm sure I only paid like $2 or $3 for it.
Yeah. I paid. Speaking of $2, I only paid $2 for this Ernest movie here. I only paid $2 for this, and I actually got it at Walmart because Walmart had a bin of just like Blu-rays.
Yeah.
Like a massive bin of these Mill Creek Blu-rays, and I just picked this one up, and it was $2.
Now there's a box that somebody needs to do is the Ernest films on Blu-ray.
And the problem is they're owned by Buena Vista.
Yep, Disney, most of them, and some of them are not, but
yeah, most of all, but not
But the rest of them are owned by the same company that produced the others. So if you could just get, I guess Shell something or other is the name of the company. If you can just get them involved, you can get them all. I mean,
I'm really surprised.
There's a couple of that have never even been released on Blu-ray yet, like Ernest Saves Christmas and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm surprised about that. It's like I'm surprised we've
never.
That's
one of the bigger ones, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the big ones. Ernest Saves Christmas. I'm surprised Disney had to try to capitalize Blu-ray on that, and I'm surprised we have not got like a Shout or Scream Factory of Ernest Scared Stupid because that movie is like hugely popular. I'm really, really surprised about that.
But yeah, no, like seems like for some reason the Ernest movies can't get no love. But I think I agree. Like Shout Factory would be a great house to do the Ernest films, like a nice box set.
Guaranteed. Somebody get on that. Shout, whoever, do it.
If not, Kino's been doing a lot of the.
Oh yeah, Kino. That'd be great. Yeah, but
they picked up a lot of the former Mill Creek titles.
Yeah, they did. It's like My Boyfriend's Back, which I ended up getting the Mill Creek version, and Kino has it now. So.
Yeah, and that's actually a special edition on theirs.
Yeah, I know. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, I think Adam even does a commentary for it, I think.
I know, that's bullshit, man. I need to get that. I hate double dipping, but Kino's so much better.
Can't remember if he does or not. I know there's some special features on it, though.
Yeah. The one I got, I don't think has any special features, just like the trailer in the movie.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Mill Creek, you normally don't get any special features.
Yeah.
The first time that I could think of is when they did the Street Fighter one. And then they did a Blu-ray version of Lords of Dogtown. And they actually added a few things to that one, I think, and it carried over everything. So that was kind of surprising. Although the print itself is not the best. It's clearly just the DVD master.
Yeah.
Up converted to 1080p or whatever, but yeah.
But the Ernest films are fun, Brian Barth. If you've never seen them, check them out.
Especially the first 3 or 4.
Yeah. The first four are really good.
First 4 are really good. After that, they go quite downhill fast. But.
Yeah. Like you said, I think they went to a different company, and then they never really got them theatrical anymore.
Disney released the first 4. Then Ernest Rides Again was an independent release on their own. The company because the thing is, Ernest started as a character created by Jim Varney and was copyrighted by his friend's company, something Cherry. And they actually did like advertising and stuff. And that's where the shell thing comes in, that little shell logo you see at the beginning of all the movies.
Yep. And
they produced Ernest Rides Again, Ernest Goes to School, Ernest Goes to the Army, and Ernest in the Army, and Ernest Goes to Africa all by themselves. And in between there, they had started producing Ernest, Slam Dunk Ernest, but Disney actually got involved in that one because they had a bunch of NBA stars and stuff like that involved and all that business. And I believe that was the only other one to get I think that might have got a theatrical release. I'm trying to remember. So it would have been the first one since Christmas or the Halloween. I think Christmas came before Scared Stupid. Scared Stupid was the 4th one. That was the last theatrical one otherwise, I believe. Because then otherwise they were all straight to video and by that other company. And pretty sure Ernest Goes to Africa was the last one.
Yep. I think that was, Ernest Goes to Africa, yeah.
Because then there was like 4 and 4, and then the one in the middle, which was Slam Dunk Ernest, which was Disney again. Yeah.
But like I said, like you said, and I said, it would be really nice to have Kino or Shao do a really great box set. I would love a Scream Factory set of Ernest Scared Stupid personally.
And you could also throw in his show as well.
Yes.
Ernest, and a nice collection of all the classic commercials would be nice. I mean, Mill Creek has done some collection of those before. Like, I've got a couple of things from Mill Creek that has, like, a bunch of the commercials. And I think 2 or 3, if not all 4 of the Cherry Films or whatever the fuck it's called, release films. So it's got Ernest Rides Again, Goes to School, In the Army, in Africa, I believe, on it.
Yeah.
So that's like a whole little box set in of itself. Or at least a couple of the movies. I can't remember if all of them are on there. But, and then I have the TV show itself as well, which I think Mill Creek released also. So.
That's cool. I think I have like a volume like of Ernest Greatest Hits Volume 1 or something.
See, I have that. Maybe that's what it is I'm thinking of. And does that have the movies on it too? Like a couple of movies anyway?
I think it's just like his show and stuff. I don't have it in here with me right now.
Yeah, I've got them. And then there was another version of it they came out with that had all the movies in it. But I think I got the one that just had the 2 movies in it.
Yeah.
And the greatest hits bits really just his commercials.
Yeah. Runner has to go. So
we're done anyway, aren't we?
Yeah, we're done. That was the last pick. I don't think Rookie. I think Rookie said earlier he was still busy. So
all right, kids.
Sorry about that, Rookie.
Yeah, we'll have him back on though.
Yeah.
I got to get back to work anyway. So.
I recorded a few like fan film reactions with him, and I asked him like after our last one, like, hey, would you like to be on the Physical Media show tonight? Because that's happening tonight. And he's like,
shut up with one movie. We made fun of him, and he never came back.
Right. I'm just like, damn, what a wasted opportunity. But if you did not check out we did one live, but then we did like a pre-recorded one after that. It was a Mortal Kombat fan film that we reacted to.
Cool. Cool.
So check that out. It's on the Fandom Collective.
Yeah, channel. Check that out on FC. They're rock. I love the FC. But yeah, and check out the Amazon for the 4K sale. Check out any of these movies that we shared tonight if you have not seen them. Morbius sounds like a great bad movie, so I'm definitely going to have to check that out.
I cannot not recommend Morbius enough.
So thank you guys, Runner.
I looked at like my Best Buy to see like the 4Ks and stuff that are available. The Steelbooks are still at my Best Buy.
They'll probably sit there a while.
There was a steelbook for Morbius? Shit.
Yeah.
All I got was a stupid fucking pin.
Well, what are you gonna do? You're just gonna have to.
It's just a fucking M. Who wants a fucking pin? Everybody's gonna go, what the fuck is that from? I don't know, Morbius, I guess.
It's like the from Power Rangers. It's like the coin that they use.
It's just an M.
It's an M for mom.
Maybe. I mean, if you don't know what it, no way you could know what it is. It's just the M. Like this other thing on it is just what it's attached to, right?
And you flip it around, it's a W. So yeah,
it's true. You put it upside down, it's a W. That's true.
All right,
and you can just wear it like it's a W and be like, "Hey, this is a W for a winner," because I'm a winner.
This is this is the lousiest pin I've ever gotten.
I think that tears it. I'm watching Morbius. I can't wait to rift it.
Oh right. Yeah, it was fun.
I really need to see it.
Yeah, but thank you guys for coming on, Rookie. We'll have you on. I hope we didn't, piss you off or anything. But
you're muted, Tom.
He's just.
We were just messing with you anyway, man.
Yeah. We give Runner worse shit, so.
Yeah.
Well, I'm surprised we don't make Runner cry in his pillow.
I'll be honest with you. If Rookie was still here long enough, you'd probably give him even worse shit than me, honestly.
I don't know. I've known Rookie longer, so
maybe. It's been a while since I've hung out with Rookie, but yeah, I kind of have technically known him longer than I've known you.
Well, Tom's reaction backstage says it all. Like literally before we even started the show, he was like, "Oh, Rookie's here. I can't be."
He was so good, Rookie. But yeah, thank you to everybody.
I pulled the same thing on Proper Jeremy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, he deserves.
Justin Proper.
Justin Proper actually deserves it though.
I love him like the son I never wanted.
But thank you guys for coming on, Rookie.
He's adorably annoying. That's what I call him. He's adorably annoying. Yes.
He is quite annoying. He does.
We almost got to get him on a show. You want to see me give somebody shit?
Yes. This is why we got to do this.
I babysat him when he was drunk, so he can't say shit to me.
No, this is why we got to do the Scream stream. We got to have Justin Proper on for that because
I'm serious. Like I babysat him when he was drunk in Vegas. We ended up going up to the fucking strip. Yeah, him and Balam was his buddy that he had with him. And they were drunk as fuck, and they wanted White Castle.
Oh God, I hate White Castle.
Me too.
Dude, I remember like one day in work because my manager he asked me if I could work like earlier one time for like an 8-hour shift, and I'm just like, yeah, sure, I'll get paid more, so yeah. And then he was like, "Oh, dude, you're the best." He's like, "I gotta give you like dinner or something." And then he tells me, "Hey, there's White Castle in the back." I'm just like, "What the fuck?" Like, I don't want that shit.
But thank you guys once again for coming on. Everybody in the chat: Hank VP, Cosmic Squirrel, Brian Barth, Deleted Scenes, Tyrell 72, Boogie. I hope I'm saying your name right. Kloss 00000. Welcome. I hope you enjoyed the live show tonight because I know it was your first time live. Aaron Johnson, Victor Fontaine, Tim Hayes, Sharp 3D, Night Owl. And if I missed your name, I do apologize, but thank you guys for hanging us. Thank you for everybody watching. Join us next week for another new episode. Dan Blackroyd, sorry, I forgot about you. Thank you guys for being here. Martin Vasquez. But you know the rules around here because it's time to go. So,
how you doing? Bitches leave.
Weave.